Good morning, or rather, good afternoon. Um, I just wanted to make some comments about the situation with the stimulus. Now, when you go on YouTube, um, people with their channels are saying that there's progress being made. Not for sure. Really, not for sure. Um, all I can do is expound on what has been happening. And it's really not about a Republican or a Democrat. It's not about ideologies. It's about, um, really, it's about um, empathy and compassion for your so-called fellow American. And that statement goes to the politicians in Washington. There's enough blame to go around, but I don't think that is wise what Nancy Pelosi is doing. I don't think it's wise. We live in a digital age where people are very, very opinionated, and where people's opinion count the most is at elections time. And Nancy Pelosi already got scandaled in some hair salon. Did it look bad? Absolutely. Absolutely, it looked bad because we already know that most of you politicians, Nancy Pelosi included, Donald Trump, all of them are elitists. Most of them are. We are nothing but roaches to them. Bottom line. So when you can go on recesses without making sure that your constituents, and that kind of puzzled me. Like, all Americans should be all politicians' constituents, not just their district. But anyway, that you can just go on recesses and you can be stubborn about not compromising, not coming to some kind of resolve with colleagues of a different ideology or intake of how on what direction to go. Because see, one thing I've learned in the past is that you're going to have different methodologies on how to get somewhere, but as long as we are trying to get to the same place, it shouldn't hinder us from coming together and working together and getting things done. Right? So now, if America and its politicians and its divide is that great amongst the people, then it's a deeper problem than some stimulus update or new stimulus package, new stimulus checks, and the whole nine. But my point is, it, it I'm not seeing wise decisions from Nancy Pelosi, from Chuck Schumer. Like, I don't know if anybody has access to Facebook and the certain pages that are created for people who are unemployed. Just look, people are hurting. People are hurting. I read one Facebook page, PUA, in Pennsylvania, and a woman started a wonderful thing. She said, listen, I don't have any money, but if somebody is hungry until you get your unemployment payment because the payments were late, I will give you some food. And it began to trickle down, and one woman sent some guy some money, and it struck me that there is going to come a point in time, and the politicians are doing this. There's going to come a point in time where we're going to say, you know what? There has to be a revolt, right? Now, today you might call it sedition, but you didn't call it sedition when George Washington and all those Minutemen and whoever else wanted to break away from the crown to form what we call now the United States of America. The foolishness and the elitist behavior. I mean, Mitch McConnell, Donald Trump, Nancy Pelosi, Mnuchin, and anybody else, the average common man and woman in America can't even sit at a table and eat a bologna sandwich with them. Not even a bologna sandwich. And they have shown us that they don't give a damn about us. Not at all. So now, bipartisan effort has come forth in the House to put together something, because they recognize if we leave and don't get anything done, and if we stay and don't get anything done, you are literally handing one party opposed to another party for the presidency, right? It could go down in history possibly as Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and the rest of them, the top Democratic brass, that they squandered the opportunity for Joe Biden to win the election. Because one thing you got to, Donald Trump, with all his bullshit, one thing that will go on his resume is that he gets it done. He signed an executive order, and that executive order got vital money to people who are unemployed, people who are suffering, right? Not the mass majority of people as a whole, because if he could, he would get everybody a check. Now you say, okay, he's doing it because he wants to get reelected. I wouldn't give a damn if he was doing it if he wanted to be the first man to land on Mars. Nobody who's suffering and need help gives a damn what your motive is, as long as you come, step in, and help them and get things done. Don't nobody really care. See, and I don't think the Democrats understand that. So now Donald Trump signs an executive order. And now he got some people got $1,800 vital life support money to these people. Just go look at the Facebook pages and the groups. And this is what's going to be the deciding factor come November 2nd. And I'm not the politician. I'm not the smart one. I'm not the richest one. I'm not any of those things. But I got sense enough to know that what Nancy Pelosi is doing is dangerous. Dangerous for her party and dangerous for the country.